Your hobbies are meant to make your life better. Your hobbies are meant to improve the quality of your life. Your hobbies are meant to energize you. If what you consider hobbies does not give you energy, if it drains you, if it consumes you, if it takes your energy, then that's not a hobby. What's a hobby? A hobby is anything we do in our leisure time, whenever we are not working, whenever we have free time on our hands, right? If what you're doing on your free time does not improve the quality of your life, then that's not a hobby. That's a vice. That's an addiction because it's detrimental to your life. So anything you're doing on your free time is meant to constantly improve you. Think about the smartest guys you know. What makes them smart? Or the guys ahead of you in business, the guys ahead of you in school, the guys ahead of you in the gym. What makes them better than you is because they use their leisure time to do something productive. They use their leisure time recovering. They use their leisure time improving the knowledge they already have. They use their leisure time reading. They don't use their leisure time doing things that take their energy and consuming things that do not benefit them. So anything that doesn't benefit you in your free time, it's a vice. For example, video games. If you play video games on your free time and if you get paid for it, it's somehow improving the quality of your life. But if you play video games and you get tired, you sleep late at night, you're unable to wake up the next day and chase your goals because sleeping late affects your next day. So you're you're draining your energy, you're hurting your eyes. That's a vice. That's not a hobby. Same thing with doom scrolling. If you're doom scrolling and learning, if you're reading articles, if you're doing research, if you're improving your knowledge, then that's a hobby. But if you're doom scrolling, watching brain rot, if you're not watching something that makes you a better person, then that's a vice. So you need to quit the video games, you need to quit the doom scrolling, you need to quit the drinking alcohol. If it doesn't improve your state of being, one thing I had to realize was consumption based hobbies are meant to keep us dependent. They are meant to keep us weak. They are meant to keep us docile and submissive. So they feed from your energy in order to stay afloat. They feed from your energy in order to without your energy, they are useless. Without your energy, they cannot exist. So you need to separate from them because they don't benefit you. They feed from you, but they don't give you anything in return. So separate yourself from anything that doesn't give you an ROI, a return on investment. One of the principles in life I live by is whenever I focus my attention, my energy, my time on something, I ask myself, does this thing give me something back in return? Does this thing benefit me? Or are they just there to make me dependent on them? Are they just there to consume my time, consume my energy, make me give them profit without giving me something in return? So I ask myself that every single time. Even when picking friends, I ask myself the same question. Is there something I can benefit from this person? Can this person give me value? Right? Or are they just there to drain me and consume my energy? Because your energy is so valuable. Your attention, your time, it's so valuable. A lot of people do not understand how valuable attention is and how valuable energy is. Because whether we like it or not, we are feeding something attention, we are feeding something energy. They consume our energy. I'll be naming the best hobbies ever you can do in order to improve the quality of your life. In my opinion, the first is martial arts. I believe every man should at least do some form of martial arts, whether jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, boxing, or wrestling. I believe every man should spend their time at least once a week, have a session of any form of combat sports. The kind of confidence combat sports gives you is second to none, right? Because you can defend yourself, You can walk outside with your girlfriend, with your family, knowing at least if something goes wrong, you can step in, you can do something, as opposed to not knowing how to fight or not knowing how to defend yourself. You're less confident. The second thing is cooking. Oof, I believe this is the most important. You need to be able to cook as a man or as a woman, especially healthy meals. I'm big on eating good, eating healthy. And you're not meant to be able to cook the best dishes, the best Michelin class dishes, but you should be able to make things that energize you, make things that give you a return on investment, make foods that give you energy to take on the day and make you smarter, not feeding on McDonald's, not depending on KFC, because that's what companies like that are there for. They are there to make us dependent on them. They don't give us something in return. What they give us is health problems, inflammation, and brain fog. So we are not able to think as individuals. So you need to be able to do martial arts. You need to be able to fight. You need to be able to cook. Another one is reading. Reading is so important. I've taken reading seriously and it's improved my speaking. It's improved the ability for me to form sentences, the ability for me to articulate my points, right? A few months ago, I couldn't talk to the camera like this, but reading has massively improved the quality of my life. Plus, you learn new words, you learn sentence structures, you learn the way people write, you learn different ways of writing. So, reading improves your brain a lot. So, you need to be doing martial arts at least once a week, and you need to be cooking. Cook your own meals from scratch. Not everything from scratch, but at least eat whole foods and make sure you're able to cook something every single day. Stop depending on other people to make you food. Another thing is sports. Any form of competitive sports. It can be football, it can be basketball, it can be rugby, but that's a good hobby. That's something that makes you physically fit. It improves your VO2 max, it improves your cardio, it overall makes you a better person as compared to going out and drinking and getting wasted, and the next day you're unable to think properly, the next day you're hung up, and the next day you cannot you you cannot be productive. You've lost a full day just because you decided to go out and have a nice time. The goal is to quit the bad hobbies and put that energy into a good hobby, something that improves you. Because energy cannot be destroyed, energy can only be transferred from one form to another. So you can't stop a vice and decide to keep the energy within. It's impossible to stop it. You need to take that energy and put it into something productive. Stop stop smoking whatever, stop smoking ganja and replace it with reading. Stop beating your meat and replace it with going to the gym. Stop going out to drink and wasting your day and replace it with playing combat sports or playing any competitive sports. So you can't, it's impossible to stop an addiction. It's impossible to stop a vice without implementing something to replace it. So that's it. Hope you got something valuable out of this video. And if you're looking for one-on-one help, click the link in the description, book a call, and I'll see if you're a fit for my one-on-one program. Let's go.